So the big question is, how do we make tasty grass-finished beef? So I like to think of this as kind of a pie with different slices, different pieces of it. So here are the pieces of my tasty grass-finished beef pie, if you will. Number one is age. All right, age. And this is probably where all of us in this movement made our biggest mistakes early on. We didn't appreciate that an animal does not put on intramuscular fat until it's 3/4 of its mother's mature weight. In other words, until an animal is 3/4 of its mother's mature weight, it is putting its energy and its everything into structure, heart, veins, arteries, bones, sinew, tendons, hooves, ears, hide, hair. Okay, it's putting its energy into all this structural stuff. But where's the taste in beef? Where's the eating quality? Where's the texture? It's in the intramuscular fat. Fat's where it's at. Okay, so we have to wait until that animal is at least 3/4 of its mother's mature weight before it starts putting on intramuscular fat. Those extra couple of months of waiting to make sure you get that weight, that's not going to make them tough. That waiting is not going to make that animal tough, trust me. At least, not a few months. Now, a few years, yeah, it might be, but not a few months. It's going to simply get better and better as it makes the intramuscular fat. So age is one. Another part of our pie slices is mineral, okay? Especially calcium. So calcium is the activator of an enzyme that tenderizes or relaxes, if you will, connective tissue post-mortem. Here's the critical thing. In a slaughterhouse has to have a hazardous analysis critical control point plan. It's called HACCP, and for short. And this HACCP plan is going to have on it benchmarks for achieving chill. All right. So, for example, let's just say that within 4 hours of entering the chill room, so the animal's been slaughtered, skinned, gutted, all right, washed down, it goes into the chill room. Within 4 hours, let's say, the 5th rib has to be at 39 degrees. That HACCP plan is going to be, the calibrations and the HACCP plan are going to be dovetailed so that the slowest cooling carcass is going to meet benchmark. So if an inspector walks in there with a little pocket thermometer, sticks it in the 5th rib and says, oh, this is 4 hours and 15 minutes and it's only 42 degrees, you got to throw that carcass away. No slaughterhouse wants to be in that situation with their customer, okay? We didn't get it cool fast enough, and the inspector said, it's got to be thrown away. And so what they do is they make their HACCP plans and design their cooling infrastructure, their BTUs and all that, so that the slowest cooling carcass will make the benchmark. Well, what's the slowest cooling carcass? The one that's hanging with a bunch of fat, the one that came in from the feedlot. And you can go down to the slaughterhouse and you can see the ones that come in from the feedlot. Sometimes they'll have, 4 to 6 inches of fat. It'll be 200 pounds of fat hanging on that carcass. And that acts like a great big coat, all right, an insulative coat that keeps the inner meat from cooling very fast. We come in with our grass-finished animals with, maybe an inch and a half of fat on it, and it cools real fast. Well, then the meat is tough, not because it was inherently tough, but because it cooled so fast that this relaxant enzyme stopped because it cooled too fast. So one of the main things that you can do in your grass finishing is, bake a couple pound cakes or brownies, take it to your slaughterhouse owner and say, you know what? How about just keeping my carcasses out on a kill floor for, for half an hour or an hour before you put them in the chill room. Because the clock, here's the thing is, the clock on this, what I'm describing, doesn't start ticking until the carcass actually goes into the chill room. And so there's some wiggle room there on how long the carcass hangs on the kill floor before it goes into the chill room. Number 3, third pie slice of this. We got age, we got mineral. Number 3, genetics. Okay, there is a significant genetic component. One of the things that we've learned here over time is whatever the animal looks like on the outside, that's what the animal looks like on the inside. The outside does not lie. If the outside is scruffy and they're flighty and they just don't have that good, robust, blossoming, healthy appearance, it's going to be a bad eating experience. Okay? So you want them to be slick. You want them to drop that winter hair coat early. The ones that drop the winter hair coat earliest, they're going to be the tenderest meat. You want short legs, not long legs. You want short legs and a wide body, not a great big, Sherman tank. You want a barrel on toothpicks. You want longevity of the cows. As you start choosing your genetics, longevity is the #1 indicator of adaptability to your area. Okay, so your genetics are not going to be the same necessarily as somebody else's, especially somebody else's way, way far away. Think about it. Why are almost all the breeds named for geographic places? Shetland, Yorkshire, Guernsey, Holstein, Scottish Highlander. I mean, think about all of the breeds of animals. Almost all of them carry some sort of geographic designation. Why? Well, it's because in this region, in this area, this genetic was the most adaptable to this region. We have found here that there is more difference within breeds. In other words, all breeds have animals that are heat resistant, heat tolerant, that are docile versus ornery, that calve easy versus not calve easy. The differences are greater within a breed, from the best animal of this breed to the worst animal of this breed, than it is comparing breeds to breeds. There's not one breed. Look, anybody that says there's only one breed, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, you really think that there's only one breed that actually works? No. There are individuals within every breed that can work, and they will be adaptable to your situation. And so those animals that have longevity, that have staying power, the cow that has a calf every year for 10 years, 12 years, okay? Those kind of things, that is where you have the most adaptable genetics for your area. And then another genetic component is docility, okay? Is the animal docile? Let me tell you, high-strung animals have high-strung meat, that's for sure. High-strung animals have tension meat because they're always jittery and secreting an adrenaline, and that's going to toughen up the meat. So you want a docile animal, and that's a critical component. These are 3 pieces of the pie slice as we go forward, where you're making your selections to have a tasty grass-finished beef experience.